Right, welcome back to part 2. And welcome back, Otman and Rosemary and Nancy. Glad you could make it. I know there's been a lot of challenges. Oops, and Rosemary just bombed out. But I know there's been a lot of challenges. So welcome, Otman, and your little one over there. Good to see you.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm glad you could make it for part 2. Once again, we're not going to be wasting people's data. So we're going to start round number 2. There will be others joining us, Otman, shortly. But we're going to get going anyway. And we're going to start round number 2 with a very experienced person in the art of keeping positive and working our business. And that is Ansi. Ansi, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Sean. Hello, everybody on the call. It's nice being with you, and special welcome from Tanzania. Very happy you could have joined us today, friend. Yes, thank you, Debbie, for asking me and trusting me. Yes, this is one of the topics I love. This is not something new. We all have experienced positive or negative time, or in the past, or maybe in the future, we don't know. But it's all, what are we doing about this? It's very important when negativity comes into our mind and we feel and experience it. It's an awful experience, not nice, but thank God we've got choices and we can work on that. There's always things outside of our control, and the only way how to handle it is to learn by that. It's not always easy. It doesn't matter whether it's friends or family or working colleagues, but we can be in charge and take control of our current situation. As I say, we've got choices. Life is about making choices. Always do your best to make the right choices, and always do your best to learn from the choices. We all make mistakes, but you know what? As my mom used to say, rather learn from other people's mistakes than going through those mistakes and making them yourself. It will save you a lot of heartache and pain. As I say, what we're going through is a lot of times what's going into our mind, and if we ponder on that too much, it will give you a negative attitude, as the previous Jenny said in the previous talk. Why is it so important for being positive in our business? We've all met negative people, and while building relationships, we can gather whether they're positive or negative. As John Maxwell said, if you've got two people applying for one job, they've got the equal qualifications. The one is positive and the other one is negative. Which one of the two will you employ? And that is very important, and we must remember that, because we don't want a negative person in our new life business, not to say even in our daily lives. And if a person is positive, you don't mind walking the extra mile with them, give them your time. As they say, time is money. You do that with pleasure, even if it's costing you. So yourself, it's there for them and for yourself. By closing, I would like to share 2 little things, and that is, number 1, I have a choice each day, each and every day of my life. I choose to be blessed. I choose to be grateful. I choose to be thankful. I choose to be happy. I choose to thank God for this beautiful, blessed life. And the last one, but not the least, it may sound familiar, but it's slightly different. Keep your thoughts positive, because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive, because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive, because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive, because your habits become your values, become your destiny. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks, Ansi. Yes. And again, it's a work in progress every day to maintain that positivity. And when people say to me, "Hi, how are you?" I say, "I'm always good, thanks." And I often have people say, "But how can you always be good? Don't you ever have down days?" And I say, "Yes, I just don't let anybody else see them." And if you do that and you keep that going, your business is definitely going to just take off and stay flying. Again, being positive continuously is part of the business, and it is a reflection of the company and the products and the association with everybody else in the business to maintain that positivity. It does take work, but it certainly is beneficial at the end of the day. Thanks very much, Hansi. And right now, we are going to have another expert speaking to us. And he's going to tell us what the keys are to a successful business. And to learn that, we need to learn from somebody who has got a successful business. So, John, please unmute yourself and take over. You're still muted. There we go.
There we go. Hello, Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. Fantastic talks with so many positive things coming out of those talks. I don't need to say very much here. The keys for building this business are actually quite simple. We do it every day, but it's good to be reminded every now and again. And I'm talking about a successful business. There's lots of keys and bits and pieces. This business is built on tips and things. But if you have a look, basically, if you start off with our 3 success habits, if you have a look every week, that's enlarged for us. And I'll just go very briefly, is to use our products. There we get believability in the products. We become enthusiastic about what we have, and it's so much easier to speak to someone if you have had experience with a different product. The next thing is to share the opportunity, and we share the opportunity before the products, insofar as it's easier to bring someone to join the business, to become a product user after you've invited them to your business. But it's much more difficult if they are a product user. When I say difficult, not really, but you could say it's easier to take that first shot at being a business partner. And when you share the business opportunity, that's a lifetime partner. If you look at the people, even on the Zoom, I wonder how many years I've known Jenny Holiday, or even you, Sean. How many years have we known the people that we've brought in? Some people are given to us as gifts, and we acknowledge that. There's no way I could have found Sean if it hadn't gone through the process that he was looking for good products. And I'm just so thankful that I will happen to be available right there, but also that we had the products that he needed. So that's also good. And as you start sharing the product, it can be as simple as taking a product, like Debbie said earlier on, to work, leaving it on your desk, have a little bit of exposure. I remember Ivanka Trump being interviewed. She had a program on business success, and she was interviewing a plumber, and she said to the plumber, you know, you're a very good plumber, but you don't know how to market yourself. And he said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, you've got a grubby old van driving around the neighborhood. If you cleaned it up and you put your name on the side of the van, you would attract more people. And I know that Sean's got a very nice logo on the side of it. And I think he will have some testimonies where he's actually had people call and say, oh, I've been looking for someone like that. So these are all little things where you can advertise yourself. We start going into the personal development side of what the keys. And I think this is so important. We've got to be better at what you are. And to become more valuable, we've got to start developing our own personality. When I started, I was in an environment when I started off where I gave orders, and you just expected the orders to be carried out. Now, you can't very well do this in this type of business. We are all like partners in it, and we share each other's ideas. So on that, if you have a listen to the tapes and you listen to the recordings that we have, there's podcasts. I wonder how many we could tune into at any one given stage of something positive, stimulating and improving ourselves. There are literally many, many dozens of it. The other thing is to read positive books. And when I say read, study them. The Magic of Thinking, of Think and Grow Rich, Life is Tremendous, Charlie Jones. But there's so many books from the Eagle team that we can improve ourselves. And that's a key, because as you start improving yourself, you start cutting out the unattractive parts of your character, which we've managed to pick up over the years. The other part is if you look at the people that we associate with, it's important that you associate with positive people. Sean will have the exact statistic there because he's the computer boffin that keeps all these facts. But you become as a part of the closest 5 people or whatever that you associate with. And if you're associating with negative losers and what have you like that, you only have a bit of that rub off. I think you can't lie with dogs long enough not get any fleas. That's an old saying, and I'm not saying any dogs here. Okay, but also the next thing is attend functions like this one. Although it's a bit tricky for some of us, we're on podcasts and that, but we've made a plan, and now we are saying listen to them, because every time I listen to that talk of Ansi's right now, I picked up a couple of points. Although I've been in the business a while, I don't know it all, and I never will, never attain. We're always growing, and there's always something else to learn. Just going down quickly on my list here. If one of the things that Charlie Bolton exhorts me in particular is to exercise more. Get onto a Saturday morning fun run. Start small. I've started my own exercise regime, and it's working in conjunction with my diet. So I'm linking the two together, and I hope to, by the time Charlie Bolton sees me, he's going to walk straight past me and not recognize me. So that's just a hope that's going to happen one day. Okay. Then the other one is plan every day in advance. I can't tell you how a time saver this will be if before the week you starts, you just jot down what you're going to do, where you're going to be. It's going to save time and give you direction. And also it'll make you more effective in your time and time management. One of the big things I've got here is that if you look at the importance of your personal development, it's a key. I've seen it in the team where some people were so shy, I couldn't imagine them in my whole life taking over seminars and giving podcasts, etc. And I think you might know who I'm talking about. But that is a miracle in itself. And it's thanks to, but it came from him as well. He showed a positive attitude in what he did and took it seriously. And that's always a help if you've got someone who's prepared to change on that side. I've just got two more things here, keeping it short there. There a famous, an aviator called Amelia Earhart. I don't know if you know her. She had this saying, the most effective way to do it is to do it. So if you're not sure, we've got so many leaders and people that are absolutely have got thorough knowledge, and Debbie and I are so proud of all the leadership that we have got, that we can hand the reins over and let them take over sessions, having full confidence that the Eagle Team system, if we do the system and we follow the system will look after us. So we support what's going on there. We keep it absolutely straight and honest and sincere. We're helping people to improve their lives, their families, and over the years, it gives me so much satisfaction, and Debbie as well, is the personal growth and the development that people have had by applying these few simple keys for success, that they have developed a business where once they were back there, now that they're up here, and they can give thanks to the Eagle Team and the Eagle Team system. So if you listen to these talks that have gone on, even this afternoon, we can learn from that. And I think there's one more talk coming after me, and I'm really looking forward to that talk. So thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, John. Yes. And again, we come down to that little key of positivity. If you stay positive, stay focused, stay planned, you can't help but rise. And now for the next exciting part of this afternoon. And as we know, we are all in business of our own, but not on our own. And when you're doing something on your own, sometimes it can get tough because there's not anybody else there to encourage you. But that's the beauty of this business, because there's always somebody there to encourage you. Yes, we focus on staying positive. Yes, we are human. And yes, sometimes we take a bit of a dive. However, we always have that reassurance that somebody is going to reach out and encourage us and just take notice of the little things that get done every month and highlight them and promote them. And that's what we're doing right now with Debbie's favorite part, and that is recognition. Debbie, all yours.
Hi, Sean. Hi. Well, with March and even the beginning of April has been so disruptive with all the holidays. But yes, I'm just going to highlight the ones that are actually on the chat and who I know will come on later. And that is our qualified director, which is an Emerald director, is Linda Foster. Well done, Linda. And then Jenny Holiday was knocking at the door. And between her and ourselves, I think with me being in Dubai, I didn't check on her PV at the last month. Not that I have to, but sometimes I do. So don't rely on me. Look at your PV. And if you need to put in a few PV after month end, then let me know, because as World Team members, we can get Near Life to okay it. Otherwise, it's too late. So 2 days after, is it 2 days or no, the next day, World Team can do a few things. Okay, so Jenny, you're knocking at the door, which is fantastic. And then Sean also. So I'm going to go on to 500 Club, and that means that Linda Foster will get 100 Rand, and that's from your upline director, which is us. And then she must put in 100 Rand. And then Jenny Holiday will get 70 Rand because she got 3,000. Okay, and then the next one is 2,000 and they get 50 Rand. So that's Sean. So yeah, it's that 500 Club is a brilliant, brilliant incentive. And Rosemary, well done. I know you're not on the chat, but you had a good month, 700 plus PV. Well done. You need a hand clap. So well done, Rose. And yeah, so that's, oh, and retail, quarterly retail sales. Guys, try and get at least one person started in the month, in the 3 quarters, 3 months. Jenny Potter, I didn't know whether you would get it because you joined a member, but they gave it to you and you came third, I think, 1,250, if I'm correct. It's on my cell phone, so I can't look at that and look at Zoom. So well done, Jen.
Fantastic.
That's great. Is that right, Jenny? Jenny Potter, is that right?
I came second.
You came second with 1,250. Yeah, well done. So,
Wow.
yeah, you should just put your PV in. Thank you, Ansi, for yours. At least I can keep a check on it. All you needed was to join one person and you would have been in, because you had good sales compared to everyone else, because it was a tough month. So well done. Okay, Sean.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Debbie. And well done to everybody with all your successes in this past month. You're doing brilliantly. Just keep doing it, but do that little bit extra. Take that extra step. Stretch out your stride. Go a little bit faster. Talk to one extra person. Makes all the difference. And as we go out into this coming month, I thought I'd just share something from Zig Ziglar in reaching your goals. And he mentions a couple of points. And of course, the first most important one, make the commitment to reach your goal. Have you put it down? Have you written it? Is it there in front of your face? One person with a commitment is worth 100 who only have an interest. And that's Mary Crowley who said that. Second point, commit yourself to detailed accountability. Record your weekly activities and list the 6 most important things in the order of their importance, which you need to do tomorrow because you didn't do it today. You must do it tomorrow. And daily discipline is the key to reaching your goals. Called consistency. And Simon Chan has written a book called The Consistency Pill. Do yourself a favor. Purchase it. It's available on Amazon. It only costs a few Rand, and it's a virtual book. It's an e-book, so you can download it to your Kindle. Get it. It's worth it. Do the consistent daily habits. Makes all the difference. Third point is build your life on a solid foundation of honesty, character, faith, integrity, love, and loyalty. This foundation will give you an honest shot at reaching any goal you have properly set. And I do believe this is what the company has put out, and this is what we need to emulate and look at and do. One thing looking, it's another thing doing. Break your intermediate and long-range goals into increments. The example he gives, I lost 37 pounds by losing 3.7 pounds each month for 10 months, or just 1.9 ounces per day. And he wrote his book of 348 pages by writing 1.26 pages per day, every day, for 10 months. There's that saying, by the mile, it's a trial. By the inch, it's a cinch. It's amazing if you make the goal talking to one person per day. That's 5 people per week. It's 25 people per month. And if only one of them signs up, that's 12 new people you've got in your team over a year. Obviously, doing more is better, but if you can just do the bare minimum. Shape up mentally, physically, and spiritually. We need all 3. It takes energy, mental toughness, and spiritual reinforcement to successfully deal with life's opportunities and to reach your objectives. Motivation is the key, and a positive attitude is a must, as we've heard so much this afternoon. So on a daily basis, you should feed your mind with good, clean, pure, powerful, and positive material by reading good books and listening to motivational, educational, and inspirational recordings. Regularly attend personal growth seminars or industry-related training lectures and training programs like this. Remember, what you do off the job is going to be a determining factor on how far you go on the job. Take care of your physical health, proper diet, reasonable sleep, exercise, and eliminate the poisons. There's so many. Don't let others rain on your parade, or don't be a sneap, susceptible to the negative influence of other people.
No,
Be prepared to
definitely.
change. You can't control the weather, inflation, or interest rates, but you can control your goals. Your goals have been carefully, and I hope prayerfully, set to change your decision to go carefully, but be willing to change your direction to get there as conditions and circumstances demand. Just like following a GPS. Jan and Debbie, you'll remember our trip back from Bloemfontein last year, where there was a challenge ahead, and the GPS redirected me successfully to get to the end goal. And we got there safely. Become a team player. Learn to work with a team, such as your family, corporate associates, and other fellow team members. This is why we are a team. Remember, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. See the reaching, see the goal. Each time you reach a goal, your confidence will grow that you can do bigger and better things. After accomplishing the goal, record the event and cross it off. Things I really want to be, do, or have sheet. Little things. Remember that what you get by reaching your destination is not nearly as important as what you will become by reaching your goals, because what you will become is the winner you were born to be. This is a short month with a lot of holidays, but people are desperately seeking a solution to financial and health issues. Use this time. We've got another couple of weeks to go before the end of this month. Let's push, people. We can do it, each and every one of us. And I'm talking to me more than anybody else. So thanks to those who were able to make it despite the challenges. And we hope to see you all, plus extras, next month. Have a great week and have a great month.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
everybody.
much. God bless. Bye.